Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn Essential Oils. We are on episode number 5, I had to think about it. And today we are going to talk about toxins in the home. Okay, y'all, if you don't know me well enough to know, this one is near and dear to my heart. This one is huge, you guys. The toxins, the more research I do, the more shocked I become. And I will tell you, I will probably do an entire Switch to Safer series for y'all because you cannot live your extraordinary life with toxins in your home. They lower your vibration. They keep you from fully living up to your capabilities. I'm actually currently detoxing, you can see, from toxins that I had put in my body as a child is actually what's coming out right now. So we need to get our house clear and clean in order to be the vibrant people we want to be. We aren't protected by the government. The FDA does not protect us from this. And I will add that I was really angry initially. I have to admit, I don't tend to get angry. I tend to take action. But my first response was, this is really frustrating. I really thought the government was there to protect us, and it's not. We have to do the homework. We have to take care of ourselves, and we have to take care of our homes. And there are things that you can do. Okay, so I'm just going to do a really quick video on this just to plant the seed for y'all. And like I said, I will probably do a Switch to Safer series moving forward. I just wanted to give you enough to plant the seed and also encourage you to take the next steps. What I love about Young Living is the products are absolutely non-toxic. They are some of the cleanest I've ever found, but there's also an infusion of essential oils. So wrap your head around a shampoo that not only doesn't have sodium lauryl sulfate and other lovely things that absorb through your scalp, through those follicles, but also is infused lavender. So it is supporting your nervous system as you shampoo your hair. It's just amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go through a few things. This is actually straight off your workbook. So if you have your workbook, you can fill it out as you go along. I just want to talk a little bit about why we are so concerned about these toxins. First of all, I mentioned in the description for this live stream, so depending on where you're watching this, you may not see it. But the chemicals, each household has an average of 62 toxic chemicals in it. 62. Now, many have a lot more. I hope we had fewer, but I will tell you, I've been shocked. I did actually a huge Switch to Safer series over the summer for my oil team. And in that research, I realized my dental floss was toxic, my hair gel, and our OxyClean. I was still using OxyClean. So there were 3 things that I still had to get rid of when I already thought we were toxic free. So I'm just telling you, step into this with an open mind and you'll be amazed. Okay, so the problem with these chemicals, these toxic chemicals, I'm going to keep referring to them as toxic chemicals because realize that H2O is a chemical, and that's water if you're not familiar with it. So we have lots of chemicals in our house. We're a chemical. That we don't want to get rid of all chemicals because we can't, okay? But we do want to get rid of toxic chemicals. Okay, so some of these toxic chemicals that we find in our home and in our everyday products do these things. They disrupt the endocrine system. Now, your endocrine system is your hormones. So if you've heard of all the hormonal issues that go on, the fertility issues, the early onset menses that girls are going through, the disruption with the thyroid, the adrenals, prostates, all of those things can come down to these chemicals, these toxic chemicals. They also affect our cellular health, so the cells of the body. They have actually been known to rewrite your DNA. How scary is that? Reduce mental clarity. Brain fog is at an all-time high. Do you know in ADHD and ADD, 10 years ago, 1 in 150 children were diagnosed with it. Now it's 1 in 50. 3 times more. I know I suffer from brain fog. That's something I definitely have to work on and I struggle with on a daily basis. Thank goodness for Young Living. It's helped tremendously. But also energy, clarity, all of those things. These chemicals also increase your allergies. So what it does is it messes up your histamine levels in your body, so it increases your allergies. Harms our respiratory health. Asthma is at an all-time high, as are respiratory illnesses. So they weaken your respiratory system. Reduce our energy levels. Already talked about that one. These are all things I'm guessing you resonate with. You probably identify with at least one of those, if not more. Now, the other thing is, continuing through the workbook, our skin is our largest organ. It's about 20 square feet. And it is responsible for 1/4 of the body's daily detox. So it's getting rid of the exhaust. We get rid of the exhaust through our breath, through our skin, through, of course, peeing and pooping. We get rid of the stuff, but we also get rid of it through our skin. And it goes both ways, if you will. So things escape through our skin, but they also go in through our skin. In fact, of all the ways to get things into your body, through your mouth, through your nose, through your skin, the skin is the fastest. And it's the only one without any filters. So that's your little fill in the space thing, is filters. So what we put on our skin goes right through into our bloodstream, and in fact can be found within minutes. Essential oils can be found within 2 to 3 minutes. But that's a good thing. We want those in our bloodstream supporting our body. Our skin is also the thinnest organ. It's only 1/10 of an inch that separates our delicate organs from all sorts of toxins, many of which are estrogen mimicking, which affects lots of things in the body. So I just wanted to mention a few things that I would recommend you look into, and I'm going to move into sales mode, so just take a deep breath. I want to share the things that we're using, and these are the things that I tell people, start now. If you do nothing else, do these things. If essential oils aren't your thing, that's totally cool, but at least do this. And the number one thing, and I've already talked about it, I talked about it yesterday, is Thieves Cleaner. Now the thing is, Thieves is plant-based, so it's safe for the earth. It's safe for you. It's safe for kiddos. There's no warning on it except for don't pour, where is it? It says somewhere on here, don't pour into lakes. And that's because essential oils aren't good for fish. So that's why. But it's also used for everything. We use this for everything. We have decluttered our cupboards and all we have is a spray bottle. I'm telling you, we use it for floors, for windows, for kitchen sinks, for toilets, you name it, we use this. It's amazing. It's also cheaper than, I think I'm on number 4, I'm not sure. Cheaper than anything you can buy. It's a concentrate. You just use a capful in a spray bottle, add water, and that's what you use. It is cheaper than anything. Its base is Thieves oil, so it supports your immune system as you clean. This is amazing. If you did nothing else but switch this out, you would get rid of a significant proportion of the chemicals in your house, the toxic chemicals. Okay, the second thing I would recommend, because I'm doing this in order of what I think is important, is your laundry detergent. So laundry detergent is actually one of the most toxic things in your house. If you have Tide, please look it up on the Environmental Working Group's website, ewg.org. They've got a great website where you can put in almost anything you have in your house. And if they don't have the brand, like Young Living is not in their database, but all the ingredients are. And I put all the ingredients in, and all of these ingredients rate a 1, which is the safest you can, except for 1, which is a 2. And I will tell you, I feel very comfortable in my house being up to a 3. So I know this is safe. Laundry detergent, the reason I told you to look up Tide, 80% of Tide detergents rate at a 7 or above for toxicity level. It's terrible. And the thing with laundry detergent, the reason I have it as the second thing I recommend changing out is these toxins stay in your clothes and you wear them. And so your skin is absorbing these toxins all day. One of the most common toxic chemicals, it's actually a grouping of toxic chemicals that are in laundry detergents, are optical brighteners. And these are chemicals that stay in your clothes to help your whites look whiter. So what they're doing is they're just reflecting blue. That's all. But it's just toxins and it's not good. So please, this would be your second turnout. Now, this looks kind of small, but it is 64 loads. It's highly, highly concentrated. We use this, by the way, for we use this and this for getting spots out. Remember I said the OxyClean? We were still using our OxyClean. I didn't even test OxyClean. I didn't look it up in the EWG app because I'm thinking that just totally lost my train of thought. Sorry, I got a text. So I didn't even look it up. OxyClean. It's like, it's a really good thing. So what the heck? But it's actually rates a C or D. It was really bad. So now we use this, and we just pre-soak our stains with that. Okay, now the next thing I recommend, and really all of these things are pretty level, although I still think this is the most important thing. If you did nothing else, do that. The next thing is your dishes. Okay, dish soap. One of those things that I thought, what's the big deal? It's dish soap. You wash dishes, you rinse them really well. What's the problem? Well, it's on your hands. Okay, it gets on your hands, and you do have to rinse them super, super well. Dish soap is one of the most toxic things in your house. If you still use the blue stuff, you got to get rid of it. You got to move on. There's the biggest thing, by the way, is sodium lauryl sulfate, but there's also phosphates, formaldehyde, dyes, synthetic perfumes that are found in dish soap that you want to be really careful with. When your hands are in hot soapy water, the pores get even bigger and things get absorbed into your body. Not good. Now, the thing you have to get over is there's no foam. So there isn't going to be those very satisfying foam, so to speak, or bubbles, but get over it. It's still going to help you, and you're going to be much safer, and your kiddos are going to be much safer. And the same for for dishwashing powder. Okay, Thieves dishwashing powder, same thing. Okay, be really careful with it. Then my very last thing to share is the produce cleaner. Now, the very best thing you can do is buy organic. And we do as much as we can, as much as we can fit it in the budget. But even organic have been found to have pesticides on them because it's in our air. It blows around. And this is the produce cleaner. It's got digyze in it and Thieves, obviously. And digyze is that digestive oil blend that's amazing. So I highly, highly recommend that. All right, so then there is also toothpaste. I definitely recommend changing out your toothpaste, your shampoos, your soaps, all of these things, cosmetics, skincare. Young Living's got, seriously, it has it all, you guys. And not only does it have no toxins, it's full of the good stuff. It's infused with essential oils that support your body. So it's a twofer. They're amazing. Okay, I hope this gave you enough to tantalize you and to realize this is an important thing. And if you feel overwhelmed, we're here to walk you through it step by step, one thing at a time, and I'm happy to help you with that. Okay, so this ends episode number 5. Tomorrow, episode number 6, I am going to talk about how all of this fits into life coaching, into changing your life, into your yoga practice. We're going to talk vibration, and I'm really excited about that. So I look forward to chatting with you tomorrow or in episode number 6, depending on how you're watching this. And I hope you are ready to take the next step because I'm excited to welcome you. Have a great day, everyone. May this inspire you to live your extraordinary life.